This video is for reviewing our regular present tense ER verb conjugations. If you already remember this, go ahead and skip it and begin on the next video. Let's start on our subject pronouns. There are 9 subject pronouns in French, which differ slightly from English, which only has 7. A subject pronoun is any pronoun which can be used as the subject of a sentence. So things like I, you, he, she, etc. The difference between French subject pronouns and English subject pronouns are the 2 U's, okay, our singular informal in our first column with I, you, he, she, one, and our plural and formal in the second column, we, you, they, and they. Our second difference is in our theys. In French, remember, we split them up based on gender, so a masculine they and a feminine they. Anytime you have a mixed group, so you have both boys and girls in the same group, go with the masculine version. Our translations, hopefully you remember these. Je, tu, il, elle, and on are our singulars. Nous, vous, il, and elle are the plurals. Remember, we don't pronounce S's at the ends of words, so il and il, he and they, are pronounced the exact same way. The difference is going to come in the verb itself that follows it. So when we use these to conjugate our verbs, we must have them in this order. Okay, they're always going to be in these exact columns, in these exact rows. And the reason for that is simple. As we learn our pattern to conjugating verbs, such as parler, to speak, we're going to depend on those subject pronouns being in those places in order to match them up properly with our verb endings. So the very first thing we're ever going to do when we conjugate an ER verb is we're going to find the stem. Go up to your infinitive, okay, so the verb parler, and look at the last 2 letters, in this case ER. This is, first of all, how we know it's an ER verb, but if we drop that, what's left is our stem, and it's going to go after every single one of them. Okay, so parler, ER, we get rid of it, we have PARL left. And that's going to be the beginning of every single one of our verb conjugations. The second step is simply to add the ending. Okay? And this is where that pattern comes in important, because the endings change in order to match the subject pronoun. So our first column, we add E, ES, E. So je parle. We have our stem, P-A-R-L, and add an E. Tu parles, stem, P-A-R-L, and we add E-S. Our last section, il, elle, and on, will all match that final ending. So when we say E, E-S-E, the E works for il, elle, and on. For this reason, a lot of times when you look up like a French textbook or a French dictionary, it will match il, elle, and on all as one row. It doesn't actually matter, as long as you know it's the third one in that column. So we have E, E-S, E, O-N-S, E-Z, E-N-T. Je parle, tu parles, il parle, nous parlons, vous parlez, il parle. The E, ES, and ENT all sound the same. Je parle, tu parles, elle parle. The only ones that sound different are nous, nous parlons, and vous, vous parlez. Other than that, the other 7 will all sound the exact same. The difference is in the writing. Let's look at another example. Aimer, to like or to love. Remember that anytime we have an infinitive that begins with a vowel, we're going to contract it with je. So it's not je aime, it's j'aime. We drop off our ER off of MA to find our stem, AIM. That's the beginning of every single one of our verbs. And then we add the same endings, E, ESE, ONS, EZ, ENT. J'aime, tu aimes, il aime, elle aime, on aime. Nous aimons, vous aimez, ils aiment, elles aiment. We do hear a little bit of difference this time between our singular column and our plural column. Because the other thing that a vowel at the beginning of a verb does is it forms liaison. So we're going to take any word that ends in an S and that next word that begins with a vowel, and we're going to smash them together and pretend like they're one word. So here we had, looking at the nous parlons. Here we have nous aimons. We're going to say it like it's all one word. Nous aimons, vous aimez, ils aiment, elles aiment. This is also the only way we can hear the difference between il aime and ils aiment. If you need more practice, here are 5 common French verbs that you can use. Regarder, to watch. Rester, to stay. Habiter, to live. And remember, any verb that begins with an H, we're going to treat as if it begins with a vowel because we never pronounce the H. It's habiter. Déjeuner, to eat lunch. And préparer, to prepare. These are all regular present tense ER verbs. If you need some more practice with these, go ahead and write out these verb conjugations. And if you need more help with them, please feel free to email me or come see me before or after school.